faraway lands of Veldra, there lived a family of blacksmiths. Shin, an optimistic child, was born in the Igami family. Most family members only wanted to be the successor of the smithing, but Shin badly wanted to be a samurai. The reason for this is because when he was just a kid, he wandered off to a nearby forest and almost got devoured by wolves. A wandering samurai saved him, and he was astonished by the way the samurai took care of the wolf. Years passed, and Shin trained hard to be both a samurai and a blacksmith. Through his hard work, he defeated all his seniors, and even his masters in this dojo. The samurai king heard the news about a young samurai defeating everyone in the dojo. After hearing the news, the king smiled and quickly departed to the town where Shin was staying. He saw Shin's skills firsthand and was amazed by it. He quickly recruited Shin to be one of his generals. Shin asked his father for permission, and his father asked him, "Do you really want to do this? If so, I won't stop you." Shin gladly replied, "Yes, I badly want to become a general." Shin's dad smiled and said, "I'll prepare your things. Good luck in being a general, my son." As they tearfully depart, Shin yelled, "Dad, I swear I'll make our smithy famous. I'll become the strongest general, and this smithy would be the most famous smithy in the entire kingdom." His father yelled back, "You better fulfill that promise." At the Samurai King's supervision, Shin grew exponentially. With the king's guidance, all of Shin's bad habits and unnecessary movements slowly but surely started to disappear. As time passed, he began to miss his family. He asked for the king's permission to go back to his town, but according to their rules, he could only go back home 1 month after gaining permission to go back home. A day has passed, and he already couldn't contain his emotions. He wanted to quickly go back home, so he didn't sleep that night. After midnight, Shin escaped the royal headquarters to go back to see his family. He ran as fast as he could and took a horse that is nearest to him. On his way towards his hometown, he noticed a dark smoke coming from the direction of where he's going. After arriving at the entrance, he saw piles of dead bodies scattered across the town, houses burning, ashes floating, fire scorching. It was a sight that instills fear, a sight that anyone would wish that it was all just a nightmare. The horse ran away as soon as they entered the burning village. As Shin ran towards his home, worrying about his dad, he saw the corpses of his friends lying on the ground. Memories of their friendship flashes before Shin's eyes. He can feel his heart breaking, his sanity fading, his tears falling. He finally reached his destination. He saw his dad near the smithy, fighting this unknown creature that he's never seen before. He calls himself the Arcane Demon Lord. Shin rushes to help his dad. With a strong swing of his katana, he slashes the arcane demon. His blade was suddenly stopped by an invisible force, and he broke 5 layers of it. The demon was surprised by his strength and commended him.
"Congratulations, mortal. You are the first to ever damage my shield. However, you broke only 5 out of my 1,000 layers of shield. I'd like to see you suffer as you try your hardest to break my shield,"
said the demon. Shin tried his hardest to cut the demon's throat, but the shield always kept him from doing so. He used all the skills that he learned from the Samurai King to break the shield, but it was all for naught. The demon kept on laughing as he released elemental spells that kept on tearing through Shin's flesh. Shin and his father fought side by side to defeat the demon, but the demon was only stalling to prepare his ultimate skill. His ultimate skill combined all of his elemental attacks into one gigantic ball of energy that could kill anyone instantly. He released the ball towards Shin, but Shin's father quickly grabbed an armor from the ground and used it to protect Shin from the attack. The demon was too proud of his spell, and he thought that no one would live after getting hit by it. He immediately left using teleportation magic while laughing hysterically. Shin opened his eyes and saw his dad lying on the ground, almost disintegrated. The demon was nowhere to be found, and he found himself enveloped by this dark armor. Filled with rage and grief, he traveled through unknown lands in search of the demon who killed everyone he loves. He went through many trials and hardships on the way to find clues about the demon. He learned that the demons always had a grudge against blacksmiths because his whole family was slaughtered by a warrior with an overpowered weapon created by a blacksmith. The demon who killed Shin's loved ones always said that,
If only the warrior didn't have that weapon, my family wouldn't have perished. My family would never be killed by the hands of a mere human. All blacksmiths must die!
at last, Shin found the demon that killed everyone he ever loved. He swung his sword, filled with anger and grief, each swing breaking 50 layers of the demon's shield. The demon was surprised and relentlessly attacked the Shin. He used every ability in his arsenal, but Shin tried his best to deflect and dodge each and every spell thrown at him. They fought for days and nights, till they both fell on their knees. With all the hard work that Shin had put into his training just to get his revenge, he had won the battle that he sought for so long. At last, I have avenged everyone, said Shin. The demon, gasping for his last breath, told Shin that
I would have done everything we did if it weren't for you blacksmiths.
Shin replied, I know. I don't blame you. I'm just like you, blinded with revenge. I killed every demon I saw without a second thought. That's what you did to my village. Revenge is a never-ending cycle. I'm sure someone would also take revenge on me. And with that, the never-ending cycle of revenge had continued for eternity. The end.
You